Trying to predict the future, it may not even exist at all.
First, we ran for 28 days. Then, we barely survived 28 weeks. Now, 28 years later, the nightmare returns. Get ready, horror fans, because 28 years later, the Bone Temple is coming, and it's set to drag the iconic zombie franchise into terrifying new territory.
Cannot see. Oh, I am death.
Let's rewind for a second. Back in 2002, Danny Boyle's 28 Days Later redefined the zombie genre. Those fast, rage-infected creatures weren't your average slow walkers, they were sprinting nightmares. Then came 28 Weeks Later in 2007, cranking up the action and body count. But since then, fans have been waiting almost 2 decades for the next chapter. And finally, it's here.
Many of the things we take for granted will one day pass away completely.
So what's the Bone Temple all about? Plot details are under wraps, but here's what's been teased. The movie picks up decades after the initial outbreak in a world where humanity has been permanently scarred by the rage virus. Civilization has tried to rebuild, but the infection never really died. The title itself, The Bone Temple, hints at something darker, possibly cult-like. Imagine survivors turning to desperate, twisted religions, worshipping the virus, or even the infected. It's not just about survival anymore. It's about how people live when hope is gone.
When that time comes, men will no longer communicate.
The biggest buzz? Danny Boyle is back in the director's chair. Yep, the man who started it all is returning to finish what he began. And teaming up with him once again is writer AlexGarland. Yep, the genius behind Ex Machina and Annihilation. That's a dream team reunion right there. On the cast side, nothing's fully confirmed yet, but rumors are flying. CillianMurphy, who starred in the original, is reportedly in talks to return in some capacity. Could we see him as a survivor leader or even as a broken man haunted by his past? Horror fans are praying he's back.
We may have diseases and barbarism.
If 28 Days Later was raw terror and 28 Weeks Later was pure chaos, then 28 Years Later looks set to be something even bigger, an apocalyptic horror epic. Expect horrifying infected action, but also deeper themes about faith, despair, and humanity's obsession with survival. And here's the kicker. This is planned as the start of a brand new 3-movie trilogy. Yep, Boyle and Garland aren't just giving us one sequel, they're giving us 3. The Bone Temple is just the beginning.
The whole world will cease to make any sense.
So after nearly 20 years of waiting, the rage virus is back to infect a whole new generation of horror fans. Will 28 years later, The Bone Temple live up to the legendary status of the original? If Boyle and Garland deliver what they're promising, this could be one of the scariest horror events of the decade.
Look at the incredible changes we've experienced.
What do you think? Should CillianMurphy return, or should this be a completely fresh story? And what does The Bone Temple mean to you? Cult, sanctuary, or something even darker? Drop your theories in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss any updates on the biggest upcoming horror movies.